watching the CBS58 Morning News. 94.7.
Still ahead, celebrating Earth Day with some fashion. How one local clothing store is helping people dress in a sustainable way.
Before we go to break, here's a live look at the roads right now.
It's 5:18 now. When it comes to celebrating and taking care of the earth, you have to think about fast fashion and the effects it's having on our planet.
This morning, CBS58's Amanda Becker is live at Ultratwist Vintage in West Dallas.
And Amanda, this is a secondhand store working to give your closet a longer lifespan, right?
That's right. I would say mostly secondhand. They have some new stuff, but it is a passion of Jamie's here at Ultratwist Vintage to save the earth by reusing clothes, right?
Absolutely.
And keeping these on shelves. These are things that have been around for decades, some of them. Tell us about Ultratwist Vintage, Jamie.
All right. So we specialize in vintage clothing, but also new vintage-inspired clothing and more modern resale, but still with a vintage vibe.
Yeah, so how long have you been here? You're right in West Dallas on National Avenue. Tell people how long you've been here, and also tell people where you get this stuff and why it's so important to you to reuse stuff.
All right. So been open a year. It will be a year in June. And I have always been really passionate about vintage. It actually started with just the styles, but as time has progressed, really moved into the kind of ecological aspect of it as well. There's a lot of textile waste, and this keeps things being worn in people's closets, and a lot of this stuff is not going to go anywhere anytime soon, and it shouldn't be in a landfill. We should be wearing it.
Okay, we were talking, you said vintage is technically 20 years or older. I said, wow, that sounds like it was so long ago, but that's actually 2000s.
It is, yeah, it's the early 2000s, so 2004, but Y2K fashion is actually really hip with the kids right now. So I do carry things all up through that.
Yeah, so you have something from a little bit from every decade. Let's take a look back here and see what you guys have. So something from every decade?
Yes, my oldest dress here is over 100 years old.
Wow.
So yeah, it's really vintage.
Yeah.
That would be antique.
That's
yeah,
pretty
that
crazy.
would be
That's
like,
it?
This one right here is
wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Are you just passionate about this beautiful old clothing too, Jamie?
I am. I would say I'm like a design nerd, and I'm always really attracted to like prints and details and flourishes, all those little things that make it interesting.
All right, we're going to send it back to you. Jamie is full of stats, though, about textile waste and just why this is so important to shop secondhand. And it's also very cool, very trendy right now, too. But we're going to send it back to you guys for now.
Yeah, Amanda, happy birthday, by the way.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You know what? We need a fashion show montage.
Yes.
What do you guys think?
Birthday fashion show.
Fashion show. Yay!
You got it.
We gotta get you on a runway here at some point.
That'd be great. She's already got the hip.
She's got the pose going.
Look at
You look great.
over here now. Over here now. Amanda, thank you. The latest call.
Meanwhile, clothing brands are producing twice as many clothing items, that is, today than they were 20 years ago.
It's cause for concern for environmentalists on this Earth Day.
CBS58's Amanda Becker is live at a local secondhand store. She's hoping to shed some light on fast fashion, and I'm not even going to finish that. Amanda, take it away.
That's right. You don't have to sacrifice your love for fashion just because brands are producing more and it's all going to waste. You can shop vintage. It's a fun way to find unique things that are made very well. Is that right, Jamie?
Yes, definitely the production processes have changed and things are better made back in the day. And you mentioned waste, and there's 11 million tons of textiles that are disposed of just in America every year. So that's a lot. It's like over 2,000 items per second.
Wow.
Which is a lot.
That is a lot. And so we were talking about vintage. There's vintage 20 years or older. There's also true vintage, things like through the decades, right?
Yeah, so there's a little bit of a distinction because 20 years old or older is vintage. People in the vintage community often refer to true vintage, which is usually 1950s through 70s.
Right. Okay. So tell us what you have here. You have some vintage, you have some new. Tell people about Ultratwist.
Yeah, so we've got the true vintage, so 20 years old or older. We've got new vintage-inspired items. Most of those are smaller women-owned companies. And then we've got modern resale, so things that still have lots of life left in them. They should not be in a landfill. They should be in your closet and worn.
I cannot stop shopping in here. There's just so much cool stuff in here. Tell people when you're open, when they can come out and shop here.
Yeah, so we are open Wednesday through Saturday, 12 to 6. And in this spring and summertime, we will be hitting some of the markets as well. We actually have one coming up this weekend. So.
Really, really cool. Okay, we're going to send it back to you guys for now. Come check them out Wednesday through Sunday. There's something for everybody here. I swear they have such cute stuff. This is not my birthday suit yet. I'm going to show you.
What?
I'm leading up to it.
Great. Good idea. Yep.
Wait. Okay,
Yep.
perfect. You kind of look like the Hamburglar, by the way. I kind of like it.
Oh, even better. Now you look like Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh,
Oh,
anyway,
gosh.
yeah. There's a lot happening
Hamburglar.
right now.
You look good, girl.
You look good. You look good.
Katie.
Coming up.
And when it comes to celebrating and taking care of the earth, you have to think about fast fashion and the effects it's having on our planet.
You know, CBS58's Amanda Backer is live at Ultratwist Vintage over in West Allis this morning.
Oh, this is what I've been waiting for. Amanda, this gives your closet a longer
This
lifespan.
is the fashion show you've been waiting for. I love this. This is like a kimono, like a robe.
Yeah, robe, kimono, swimsuit cover.
Yeah, oh, cute for a swimsuit cover.
Yeah.
And these like bright colors are really in right now. Is that true, Jamie?
Yes, there's a kind of a trend called dopamine dressing, which has a lot to do with like dressing for joyfully with lots of color and pattern.
You're into this. This is your thing, fashion.
Yes.
You like to follow it through the decades, right? It changes. There's a lot of different options here in Ultratwist.
Yes, fashion definitely changes over time, but it also reaches back to itself often too. So you can find even like modern looking items that are, you know, vintage. So.
Yeah. Okay, this is something that is important to talk about on Earth Day because there's a ton of textile waste.
Yes.
Companies are like making more clothes than they ever have before.
Yes, there's since like the early 2000s, clothing production has more than doubled.
Wow.
So yeah, there's like more and more being made and more being thrown away, frankly. So.
Yeah, and it's also just cool to have a local shop like this, right? To be able to come in, you're right here on National and 78th in
Yep.
West Allis, and people can just come in and check out what you have. You source out boutique sort of fashion designers, and you also, you find stuff that's unique.
Yes, absolutely. Everything in here is, you know, you're not going to look like everyone else when you shop in a store like this.
Yeah, there is really a little bit of something for everybody. And so how long have you been here? Tell people why you got into this business.
Yeah, so this store opened in June. I have actually been in kind of the vintage and secondhand world since the late 90s. I used to live on the West Coast. I did have a store there. I've sold online since the very early days of eBay. And then this shop opened in June.
Yeah, really cool to be able to open this right here in West Allis. It's a gem. You can find a little bit for everybody. I think I would wear, you know, I was going to tell you this maybe wouldn't be my style, but actually you said bathing suit cover up, and I'm here for this now. I would wear this over my bathing suit. Sending it back to you guys.
Yeah, you
I
look
like these
you're-
glasses on you.
Right?
I feel like those glasses, you know, they say
You said
you.
the same thing. These are for me.
Yeah.
These are
This
you.
is what I want for my birthday, guys. I want some Hubba Hubba Catalog Man postcards.
Okay.
What? Wait.
What is going
Oh,
on
wow.
here?
Alex asked.
Party time.
That's Three's Company right
Aren't
there.
these cute? They have everything vintage here.
Oh my gosh, I love those cards. That is so cool. I want to go to this place.
Hubba hubba.
Certainly.
Hubba Hubba.
Happy birthday, girlie. See you later.
Listen,